Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Inside Spurs channel. Happy Wednesday, late afternoon. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a good day, and well, if you're still at work, you're not at work for much longer due to my timing of recording this. Yeah, just a quick heads up. Have released a couple of videos today. They are on the channel. Go back and have a little watch. Plenty of really intriguing updates around certain chances we're into, players that we're interested, and also clubs that are interested in our players. So go have a little watch of them. But in this one, we're talking a little bit about a couple of players who are potentially on the periphery, potentially getting a move elsewhere in Bryan Gil and also Tanguy Ndombele. So you can kind of see what I mean shortly, as well as a bit of an update around a story that came out about half a year ago around Tottenham owner Joe Lewis being charged with insider trading. We have a bit of an update on that proceeding as well. So plenty to get into, plenty to talk about. Just want to say, if you're new, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. And let's talk Bryan here. Let's talk Ndombele. To start off with. So look, Tanguy Ndombele, his loan move to Galatasaray has been somewhat underwhelming. I'm trying to pick my words nicely. You know, we don't know what happens behind closed doors with people, but it's been underwhelming. There's been flashes where you go, there he is. That's the guy that we all know and we all thought was going to be the next big thing out of France. But you've seen less of that, and you've seen more of just the underwhelming performances, really. So, you know, there is still a possibility Galatasaray may not keep him at the end of this transfer, end of this loan deal. You know, they might not take him on permanently. There's also a possibility they might send him back, you know. So Foot Mercato said that Spurs midfielder Tanguy Ndombele is considering a return to France in an attempt to rediscover his best form. So that could be, it's vague in the sense that we don't know when, but also it's quite a broad thing to say, look, it could be at the end of this loan deal, which, let's be honest, on the face of things, he won't be staying there after this, will he? You know, do you truly expect, you know, Ndombele to be there in Galatasaray next season, them paying, 15 million euros or whatever to take him on permanently? I don't see that. I don't see that in the slightest. So if that's the case, you're going to be looking at a situation where can Spurs get something for him next summer? Because obviously he's only got 18 months left of his contract now, but if I remember correctly, expires the summer of 2025. So we're going to need to get something from him next summer. And I just don't see it right now. I don't. You know, I hope to be proven wrong, but I don't see it right now. You know, hopefully he gets himself sorted. He plays some games. He knuckles down, and even if it is just a case where he plays well but doesn't stay long term at Galatasaray, it's a case that you can say, look, he's played well. You have something, and you have some credibility and some body of work that you can kind of sell that to someone and say, look, he can still do it. He's still a player. X, Y, and Z, and you might get someone go, here's 7 million, we'll take him. And then by that point you go, gotta take it. We're gonna have to take it. You know, it's a big loss when it comes to what we spent on him, but also something that you say, well, we got something for him at the end, you know. Bryan Gil news. So from Team Talk, it said Bryan Gil is said to be weighing up offers to leave Tottenham for other Premier League clubs. And I was thinking about this, and I was like, where the hell would I see him going? You know, don't get me wrong, like you'd probably find like a Burnley, Luton and Sheffield United would want him, yeah, of course, because he'd be a good player for them, you know, he'd be one of the better players. And I was thinking, but you're not going to see him, you won't see him at West Ham. Brentford, maybe you could see him at Brentford, potentially, you know. Maybe, yeah, I could see that potentially. I was thinking of other teams, you know, down that half, you know, will you see him at Crystal Palace? No, if I'm honest, I don't. Crystal Palace obviously going through a bit of a weird spell with ownership and the manager and the fans. It's a bit of a toxic environment right now. Unless you were using him in a deal to get someone else in the summer. I was thinking, Everton, would they take him? Well, I know Dan Juma might be leaving. I think it was Leon or something like that. He might be going. So potentially a spot opened up where he could go there on loan for the rest of the season. But we also know he has interest in Italy. You know, we know Lazio are interested in him. We know Fiorentina are interested in him. We know that Feyenoord have been interested in him. We know that Spain would probably take him back. You know, he's been at Valencia. He's been at Sevilla. It's weird. He has a market because we're all admit he's not a bad player. He just doesn't suit the physicality of the Premier League. Now, maybe if he was playing at a team lower down where expectations are a little bit lower, he could ease into it with a good 5-6 games, good run of fixtures where he can kind of get up and go, and maybe it works. But haven't seen it at Spurs. But if he was too well, potentially then stays. If he wasn't, and he does well enough not to stay at Spurs but to be sold, also could be a benefit. But then there is a part of me that goes, but you've got Solomon, who's only going to be recently turning back from injury. You got Timo, you got Johnson, Kulusevski, you got Richie, Sonny. You got some options there, but my point has always been, how often is everyone fit? The answer is never. That's why I'm like, if one goes, one's got to come in, But we shall see on that front. And then, just to finish off with the Joe Lewis situation. So from Dan Kilpatrick, he tweeted out that Bloomberg reporting that former Tottenham owner, he put it in a trust. Yeah, the Lewis family still owns it. Joe Lewis is to plead guilty to insider trading at a hearing in federal court in Manhattan on Wednesday. So today, we should hear that he's pleaded guilty. It's a naughty boy. But just to give you some peace of mind, it doesn't affect Spurs. It doesn't affect the day-to-day running of us whatsoever, regardless of the outcome. It's nothing to do with us. So just wanted to kind of put it out there and then shut it down, if you get me. So, naughty man, but at least it doesn't affect us. Anyways, then the video, hope you enjoyed. Drop a like on the video if you did. Hit me in the comment section your thoughts, feelings about Bryan Gil and maybe a move in the Premier League. Ndombele back to France. I guess of Joe Lewis, if you've got an opinion on that, I'm happy to hear that as well. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the video, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.